Hello, this is Dorothy Smith. You're close to my heart, independent consultant. My website is dorothy.ctmh.com, and I have a blog called Dots Scrapbooking, all one word. It's DOTSSCRAPBOOKING. Dots Scrapbooking. Okay, so I'm going to be making some cards I have a new club of ladies that just want to make cards. They don't want to do scrapbook pages. And so our new catalog has lots of, we probably have at least 4 just card making kits, which is wonderful for the people that really like to make cards and they really don't want to mess with the pages. This way they get everything that they need to make 12 cards. And a new item that our kits have now. So this is, let me just tell you, this is the card kit called Something Magical. And these are the cards that I will eventually make. But I wanted to, before I cut the paper up, I wanted to show you the paper that comes with it and what comes in the card kit. So these are the cards that I'm going to make. Now I will use, it comes with a stamp set, which is real cute, but I may not want You Are Something Magical for all the cards, or Hello Lovely for all the cards. So I have some little, what we call M stamps, and I'll probably use those to do a happy birthday or thanks or whatever. But so anyway, our kits now come with these very nice, slick paper, color perfect guides. So it's very easy. It's much easier to read than the stuff that I get off my printer. And it tells you additional materials that you need to make to do the cards. So this, you want Peacock ink and Pixie and watercolor pencils, which I think that they're not available right now because we are updating our colors. So hopefully we'll have our new color pencils soon. And the thin cut basic circle and 3D foam tape. And so it comes with the cutting guide. So with this paper, you're going to make these cuts. And with the cardstock, you're going to make these cuts, some more cardstock. And then there's white, and this is going to be where we stamp. And then they've got the guide of how to put all those squares of paper together with how to do their suggestions for doing the stamping. And so, and exactly how to put the pages, the pieces of paper, cardstock on there. So anyway, I love that we have a good guide back without having to print from our printers that are running out of ink or give you the wrong color. Okay, so this is what you get with the card kits. You get, if I can get it out of here. First of all, you're making cards. So they give you envelopes and pre-folded cards. So this is to make 12 cards, okay? So that you get, and you're going to get 2 embellishments. This comes with a really pretty ribbon that has a teal color thread running through the white ribbon. There's the better shot of the stamp. So let me take it out. Silly girl. Goofy girl. Okay, this is our sponge backing. So you always want to use this when you're stamping. So you get a good press onto your cardstock. So you would put that under the cardstock and then put this on a block and ink it up real good and then push down, and you can feel the sponge squishing underneath and it'll give you a much better impression. So you have a little border, 2 little borders, a little dotted thing to add some texture to some plain cardstock, and then the Hello Lovely, and You Are Something Magical, with, of course, stars and hearts. Very cute little stamp. So this is coming with our Bashful cardstock and the Peacock paper, which is a beautiful teal. I mean, it's a gorgeous color teal. And then, of course, white for the stamping. And then you get 2 pieces of what we call background and texture paper, which that just means it's paper with a design on it, with a pre-printed design. And our 12 by 12 paper actually has a 1/2 inch, so it's 12 by 12 and a half. So there's a 1/2 inch, what we call a zip strip, and that you can use to make a border, a little decorative piece. So on the flip side of our paper are these cute little teal and bashful pink flowers, and it looks like actually little starfish. This actually comes from the Make Waves paper. This is one of the papers in Make Waves. So that is starfish for it's kind of a mermaid paper for little girls that love mermaids. Anyway, so this is what I wanted to show you. You're going to get 2 pieces of background and texture paper, and then white cardstock to do stamping, and 2 pieces of colored cardstock with a stamp, with 2 oh, I didn't show this embellishment. These are like the cutest things ever. The second of the embellishments in this package. Oh gosh. Okay, so these are sequins. Let me see. Those are sequins, and they're like in the shape of little flowers, and they're purple, teal, and pink. So cute, and kind of good for mailing because you don't get a big lump. That being said, we do have some big lumps, and they're beautiful. So they're too pretty to, oh my God, that color is gorgeous. Okay, so it's purple and teal and pink glitter gems. So there's glitter inside of them, and they're faceted, so they're gems. And I mean, oh, too pretty for words. It hits my glitter button. It makes me go, ooh, love it. Okay, so that's the contents. Now I'm gonna go cut up paper, and then I will come back and show you how to put the cards together. Thanks. Okay, I'm back. That was about 20 to 25 minutes worth of cutting up pieces. And I cut for all 12 cards, but I am not going to make all 12 cards here. So the first thing we're going to do to get started is we're going to what's called season the stamp, because the stamps come with kind of imperfections, and so if you start using them right away, you're going to get an incomplete stamp, and we don't want that. So first thing I'm going to do is kind of, I know this is weird and kind of gross, but I'm going to rub the stamp on my skin, and then I'm going to take a baby wipe and do that, and I'm going to do a test run before I start stamping. So I'm just going to get a piece of scrap paper here and ink up my stamp real good, and you can kind of see. Of course, it's always better if I put my glasses on. Oh, hello. You can see, you know, when your stamp looks pretty good, and then you just kind of test it out. And so this is where the little sponge underneath the paper or cardstock gives you some pushback. And so right off the bat, I'm getting a pretty good stamp here. So that's that one stamp. And let me do some of the others that I'm going to use. This is the other sentiment, which is you are magical. And I'll do it in the dark. I think it, yeah, no, it uses the Peacock. Okay, so, oh, that looks great. Okay, so those stamps are in good shape. And if you notice, I'm using a block that is a 2-inch close to my heart block, and it almost goes edge to edge. And this is good because there's less of a tendency to get ink on the block when you're kind of moving it around. And the others, I'll worry about those later. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of the circles, and you could either use the thin cut circle, or you could use your Cricut, and to make the 2-inch circle. And the instructions tell you that to cut 2-inch circles. And I'm just going to stamp these and get them ready. So I'll have those ready to go. So maybe I'll do 2 of those. And you just try to, center them as much as you can. Don't have to be crazy about it. And I'll have doing my Hello Lovely. Now, I said that, I have some other small stamps that are cute, so you're not doing 6 of all the same card. So it just gives you a little bit more latitude when you've got your stack of cards to choose from. And what I love with making my own cards is having cards ready to go. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I've got to go down to Walgreens and, spend $7 on a card. You go to your stash and you pull a card out and, send it right away. Because, unfortunately, it could take me days or even weeks to get over to Walgreens. That's sad. I shouldn't admit that. I'm sorry to admit that. But this way, my stash is very close at hand, and, I can just get it done very quickly. Now, what I was going through some of my small stamps, and I found this, and it's a pun stamp, and the proceeds, this is on the back of the catalog, the proceeds of this goes all to Operation Smile, which is the Close to My Heart charity. And so they have a little panda that says, I'll always panda to you, and a little bunny that's happy birthday or some bunny loves you, and a little tiger that says, I'm wild about you, or go get 'em, tiger. You're perfect, or I like your catitude. Anyway, they're adorable, and I thought that's a great use for my little pun stamps. So I'm totally going to use these. Here's one that's a little toad that's "You're totally awesome." Okay, that's cute. How about a little monkey that's "On bananas about you"? Oh, that's really cute. Oh man, I love that. So anyway, that's going to be my fun, is putting the little pun things on my cards. But right now I am going to start putting some cards together so you can see how simple it is once you get your stuff all cut up. And then we'll do the rest of the stamping later on. Okay, so I'm going to put this card together first. So that is, well, first of all, the cards come scored. So no problem, no measuring. So a piece goes like this, and then a bigger square goes like that, and then the pink is going to go in the middle, and then your magical is going to go on top like that. So actually the pink, the bashful, gets some stamping on it, and it's in bashful, so it'll be color on color. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on, and I'm shooting for the center of the card with about 1/4 of an inch on either side. And actually, if you wanted to, you could flip and use this side. But I'm going to do that. And then they want you to cut a banner. So this is, center is about there, so I'm just going to put a little cut and aim my scissor point towards that center cut. And then cross them. And they suggest using this little border. Well, the stamp is a little bit longer than my block is. I could have gotten the longer block. So this is tone on tone. And I think that's pretty much all they have you do. Now let me go see the put together. I'm getting ink all over my fingers already. Okay, so this other piece actually goes underneath, and it's also a banner cut. Okay, so that's going to go down first. And then that one's going to go on top of it. So they suggest, let's see, stamp the stars, attach with 3D foam tape. Okay, let me get my 3D foam tape out. Okay, I'm just gonna, didn't need to put that Tombow on there, but that's okay. Okay, I think I put the ribbon down before I put that one down. So we'll get the ribbon out. This is very pretty ribbon, actually. So I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to cut a knot to kind of knot around it. Okay, there's my card, and all I need to do is put some gems on it. I think I'll put some of Here we go. Okay, that's my first card, and I love the little gems. Okay, and the second card is this card. And so before I do that, I like to decorate my envelopes to give you a little idea of what's inside. And so I'm just going to put the little star pattern on the corner of my envelope, and maybe on the back. just for a little something. So that's going to go with that. Okay, I need to take a call, just a moment. Okay, I was having camera problems. Went on a wide angle and did all sorts of crazy things. Okay, so here I am doing card number 2. And that's going to be the card that looks like this. So I'm just going to start using my guide, which is here. Start putting it together. So I am eyeballing, and I'm going about 1/4 of an inch in and about 1/4 of an inch down. And here's the little square that I forgot to cut. And so that's going to go like that. And here are 2 pieces that are supposed to get stamped. Once again, it's the tone-on-tone idea. So I'm using the little dot pattern from the stamp, and I'm going to ink it up and go just from the top. So that's what they're having us do. So, and then the hearts are going to be using this little heart and using the Peacock ink. And it says to stamp repeatedly and rotate. So I'm stamping repeatedly and I'm rotating. Okay, I don't think the pattern has to be perfect. So I've got my 2 pieces that are going to go on here and then down here. So I'm just going to align them with the bottom, starting down here. And then put the centerpiece in the middle between those. Like that. And then once again it gets some ribbon, which I hid on myself because that's how I roll, and it's sitting right here. I know it's scary. You were probably saying, Dorothy, it's right there. Good grief. Okay, and once again there's a little knot that goes on it. I'm going to give myself a little bit bigger piece to work with because clumsy fingers were not working well the last time. No, I still kind of shortchanged myself. There we go. Okay, come on. Okay, so then I'm just going to cut a little angle here and a little angle here, and then put some tape runner You could use other kinds of glue on the ribbon. It's kind of hard to get the glue to stick to the ribbon, the adhesive. Okay, so that's gonna go like that. And then I'll cut off the edges here. And then cut it off on this end. And then my Hello Lovely is gonna, I think I'll pop that up. Okay, so it's going to go right in here. And then I'm going to use some of the little purple sequins. Those are so pretty, my goodness. They are really pretty. And there you go. So that's pretty simple. And you know, then I'll take my envelope and I think I'll do some of the hearts on the envelope. So I'll do a heart and a heart and a heart. Little cluster hearts, and that will go with that card. So that's, I don't know whether you saw what I did. There we go. Okay, I think maybe I'll make one more card and do my little monkey bananas about you, like that. And let's see. Maybe I'll do this kind. So it's, because these little puns are just so cute, and the fact that it goes, the money goes to the Operation Smile. We have doctors that go down to Central America and bring the people here that they're coming in, and they bring their children down from the mountains that were born with cleft palates, and they fix them right there. And it changes these children's lives. These children have been ostracized by their villages, and the parents are afraid to bring them out for fear that somebody's going to do something to them. And this literally, the Operation Smile literally changes their lives, and I think that's pretty darn wonderful. Life is hard enough. Okay, so I need to, you know what, I think I'm going to use this other little border, because it's awfully pretty, and see what it looks like. And I will, let's see, put it on a piece of scrap. Ooh, that is pretty. Okay, so that's what that looks like, that particular one. I hope you could see that. My lights are so bright that it's kind of, everything looks pretty bright in here. Okay, and I'm going to pop this up a little bit. Whoops. It stuck to me. I think I'm going to have some fun with these puns and use a bunch of them. And then send them to the silly people I know. I almost forgot to put the ribbon on. I don't know why my fingers are so clumsy. I don't think I used to be that clumsy. Okay. Cut this on an angle. And this one on an angle. This is really pretty ribbon. I like that ribbon. I think this is sticking better to my fingers than it's sticking to the ribbon. I should be using a different kind of glue for this. But I think I said that already, didn't I? Then I'll put this on top. Like that. And I think I'm gonna put a little edge on my monkey. Yeah. He's awfully cute. Okay, and I do like those little hearts. Maybe I'll do a couple of little hearts. And a little star. Let's see what that looks like. Too symmetrical. Maybe I'll use a star instead. I love that little heart. Maybe I'll just change and use the smaller heart and a cluster of stars. Maybe that's what to do. See how that looks. Yeah, we'll go for that. Okay, and in the meantime, I've got ink all over the stamp, and that could ruin your whole day. You just make a card and finish it, and then you get ink all over it. Okay, one down there and one there. Okay, so that's my little bananas for you. And I'm going to take my envelope and put the same little cluster on the envelope. And you could even do a second generation and a third generation. So you could do, that's first, second, and third generation stamping right there. Okay, so that's my little bananas for you, and I like the way that came out. I'm going to definitely use these little puns. I love them. Oh, but I didn't put any gems on it. So let me put some, let's see, what kind of gems should I put on there? Maybe not pink, maybe not purple. Maybe I'll do the turquoise, kind of in turquoise theme, or peacock, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'm happy. There we go. Yay. Okay, well, I am going to finish the rest of the cards, and I'll have another stack of cards to send out to people. So thank you for joining me. And this project is a card making workshops your way called Something Magical, and it is, let's see, usually I have the number of what the card kit is, but anyway, it's on dorothy.ctmh.com. And you can look under, when you go to shop, it's on under kits and Something Magical. And actually there's quite a bit of paper left over from all the cutting that you could make a bunch more stuff with. So the 12 cards doesn't have to stop there. You could make a whole bunch more cards. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it for you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit my blog at .scrapbooking.com.